So what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Catch and Tame video, and in today's video we are discussing the official release for the Bloxstar plus Catch and Tame value guide release. Right, so first off and foremost, the values on this website are they're base values, and they will change once you submit your completed trades, right? So these are proof-based values. They're not opinions. You can read more here as well. It's in the Catch and Tame Discord in the Bloxstar Values channel, but I'm not going to go into insane depth in it. But anyways, a quick overview of what we're going to be talking about in this video is we will be covering topics such as Bloxstar giveaways, what is a trade proof, how to submit a trade proof, how do you log into Bloxstar, why should you log in, what is VIP on Bloxstar, why should you trust our values, how are our values determined, and who is on the value team, as well as how can you join the value team. So if we go here, I am going to talk about the giveaways first because I'm sure that piqued a lot of your guys' interests. So we have regular giveaways hosted on the Bloxstar website for active members, and if we see here, we have one active right now actually, and the rest of these have sadly ended, but I will host one as well tomorrow. I think Cole is asleep and he's the one that has to start them for me, but lots of giveaways going on. There's global giveaways as well as game specific giveaways, but regardless, here is a giveaway for bathtub board. This is not for Catch and Tame, but it's still a giveaway, and I entered it. You can actually get extra entries if you submit proofs to the website, which a proof is essentially a screenshot that shows both sides, usernames, and confirmation that the trade went through. So here's a trade proof that Trusted MX Rin posted. He's actually one of the people on the value team, and he traded a stitched egg for 12 exclusive eggs. And what I want to make sure I point out really quickly is that this trade says trade completed. If a trade does not say trade completed, we cannot use it as a value proof. If it says trade in 6 seconds or verifying trade, whatever it may be, we cannot use it. It has to say trade completed. So the way you submit a trade proof is first you need to be logged in, and then you go to the community tab, you press value proofs, or no, you press community, go to Catch and Tame, and then press value proofs. And then we can post. Make sure this is for Catch and Tame. We have a few categories here. We have one for general, value proofs, and WFL. Make sure it is value proofs. And traded item. For this example, I will use an Evil Feep as my traded item. Select it there. And then enter your username. So my username is Ace2Pro. So I'll put that in there. There is a small disclaimer here that says if you submit a proof without a username, there is a less chance of it being considered for the next value change. So just put your username. It's nothing special to put your username unless it's embarrassing, unless your username's PogGamer67. But just put your username. Enter a descriptive title. So for this example, I traded an Evil Feep for a Mammoth. I think it's a pretty fair trade in my opinion. I think they're actually about the same value. So write something amazing, right? Let's say Evil Feep has neon mutation, and then let's say the Mammoth has glass plus rainbow. That's some interesting content. And then down here we will submit an image. So here's a image. Make sure this image is the trade proof. Do not put some random screenshot. I just don't have a trade proof in my camera roll right now. And then you can also add a tag here. So we can type trade proof. Or you can put value proof. If I can spell correctly. There you go. And then we can press post. So I'm not actually going to press post because this is not a real value proof, even though this is a fair trade, but still. Make sure you have an image here. Make sure it is showing trade completed and both sides of the trade. and then also make sure you're logged in. Next, what is VIP? So VIP, there's quite a few perks for VIP actually, and one of the most important ones is no advertisements, right? Especially on mobile, your screen's not as big as a computer, so the ads are more prevalent. This is a paid feature. It is not required to use any features on the website, but it is a way to show support for Bloxstar as well as get a few perks for yourself. One of them being no ads. You get some cosmetic perks such as crown frames, decorations, custom display name, right? So if your username is actually PogGamer67, you can cover that username with a custom display name that is maybe not so embarrassing. Another thing that is pretty considerable as far as perks are, you get reduced trade ad cooldowns. So instead of 15-minute trade ads, you can post it every 8 minutes, which is about twice as fast, which is pretty good in my opinion. You can also display your Discord banner and Discord profile display. So next on the list for topics to discuss is why should you trust us, right? Our values, well, first off, we're the official partner for Catch and Tame. That is what this green check mark means. We're actually a real partnership with Catch and Tame, not just some third party who decided to make a value guide. But also, our values are based on real trades. They're based on the trade proofs. These are not opinions or guesses. This is real data. There's no opinions. And the way values are determined, so we analyze consistent trade patterns and we compare multiple proofs as well as identify overpays and underpays, and we can even filter out fake or illegitimate proofs, right? So we have our ways to do that. I won't explain how we do that because I don't want to give people the info to how to try and bypass that in some way. But if someone submits a trade proof and it is a overpay or underpay, we have our ways to determine if it is or isn't an overpay or underpay. And we also have other ways to determine if a trade is fake or illegitimate. So our value team consists of me, I am the value manager, and then we have our value staff. We have Trusted MX Rin, we have Liv, we have 21S, and Manta Limar, right? And I do believe that if we go to community and we go to Catch and Tame, and then general, maybe I have to press trade Catch and Tame. Yes, there it is. If we go here, we can see that value staff applications are out, and you can apply via the Catch and Tame Discord server, which is found here. This link will just take you to takes you to the official Bloxstar website. I'm sorry, got something wrong with I need water. Maybe my throat's dry. But if we go here, we go to the announcements tab. Here it is. It is not the first announcement you will see, but the previous one posted on 3/9. Catch and Tame value staff applications. If you're an experienced trader in Catch and Tame, so and so, here are the requirements. You need a microphone. You need to be 16 plus. Willing to join VCs. Active ready. And here's the application link. It's pretty standard. Try and be as professional as possible when filling this out, because if you have poor grammar, for example, you might not get to phase 2 or phase 1, whatever it may be. So if you're actually interested in joining the value team, be professional, you know? So our value team, like I said, is experienced traders, and we review proofs and analyze trends within the game, and we keep values accurate and updated, right? And I did say I was going to show everybody how to log in and why you should log in. I think I already explained why you should log in, but here's how you log in. We can just go back up here. Obviously, I had to log out because I was logged in. We can sign in with Discord or Roblox. I would sign in with both, personally. And you can connect via Roblox 0 OAuth 2, which is recommended. Or you can verify manually using a profile bio, which is where you get a phrase, you put it in your bio, and then you get verified that way. For this example, I'm going to verify using 0 auth 2. Select account to continue with Bloxstar. I'm Pro. That is me. We'll give it a few seconds. So there is no risk to doing this at all. Bloxstar does not keep any of your information. Everything is handled with OAuth 2. It is handled with Discord. It is handled with Roblox, Bloxstar has no possession over any of your passwords or information. And as far as why you should log in, well, you need to log in to submit trade proofs. It helps verify proofs are legitimate. It prevents spam and fake submissions. It keeps the value system accurate and trustworthy, essentially. Uh, as well as it lets you participate in the giveaways and features tied to your account. So, if you want to post anything on the Blockstar website, you do have to be logged in. If you want to post a trade ad, you need to be logged in. If you want to submit a trade proof, you have to be logged in. To join a giveaway, you have to be logged in as well. But that is all I have for you guys today. If you have any more questions, please feel free to comment something in the comments. Obviously, that's where comments go. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.